Hi, I'm MJ and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to look at what is autism. It is a very vast subject and it's really hard to kind of put into a small box of a definition. But I will give it my best shot. So over the next few minutes I hope to give you my interpretation of what autism is, and it's just through research and through personal experience. So autism is a lifelong neurological developmental disability, and it affects how people communicate and interact with the world. It's caused by neurological differences in the brain that affect social skills, emotional regulation, sensory input, and basically how we behave and function. Autistic people can usually struggle with unexpected change because their brains take longer to process information. They also have sensory sensitivities. Research has found that autistic people are particularly susceptible to drops in the atmosphere pressure. These pressures can result in drops of blood oxygen levels, which can interfere with brain activity. It's just really hard for neurodivergent people because they're dealing with a lot, and then that's usually how we see a lot of physically autistic behaviour showing. As mentioned at the start, autistic people find it hard to communicate and interact with the things around them. This could look like not being able to speak, not being able to read facial expressions, or just taking a little bit longer to process things. This can make people feel stressed, have high anxiety, feeling overwhelmed or confusion. These things are really scary and make the world quite a hard place to understand. It can be frustrating and hard to regulate, so many autistic people add strict routines to their lives. They might have hyperfixations on special interests. These things make them feel safe and calm. They help them to regulate and give them comfort. Autism also affects people's capacity to process the world. So balancing all the information constantly all the time through all of our senses can be really overwhelming, and it can lead to an autistic person having a meltdown, which is where it becomes impossible to receive any kind of sensory input. Or we can have a shutdown, which is where we need to retreat to a quiet place just to kind of help us regulate. So these are the things that we struggle with, but autistic people can really thrive in this world if they're given the right support, and it's really important that an autistic person gets the right support as early on in life as possible so that they can avoid certain things that are overwhelming and overstimulating for them. Our brains are wired differently, and it's just a case of how we process the world and how we communicate and how we receive information is just different from neurotypical brains. So I hope that helps you to understand a little bit about what autism is. Everywhere you look, you will see autism displayed in a different way. And for me and my understanding, when we think of autism, we usually think of the external behaviours, but autism is mainly an internal thing, and it's all what's going on in the head and the mind and the processing journey of the brain. So yeah, that's all I have to say, and as I do more videos you will hopefully learn a little bit more about the topic of autism through my own perspective. Thanks for watching.